Hey guys, okay, I'm going to walk you through and show you how to format your how-to essay if you are doing it in a Google Doc. So I'm going to open up a blank document. We're going to start fresh together. So I'm going to create a new document. Finley's crying for treats in the background. Okay, so I have my untitled document or my brand new document. You might have your draft open, but I'm going to walk you through and show you each of the guidelines that you need to follow when you are formatting your paper. If your paper is not formatted correctly, you will lose points on your paper formatting. So we'll just pretend we'll come over here. I will call this How to Essay Formatting Example. Okay, so the first thing that you need to have is your cornerstone heading. So the first thing in this top left-hand corner, if you're looking at the page, is my name. Now, if I start typing right away, my font, if you look over here, it defaults to Arial. So I need to change that. Your paper needs to be in Times New Roman. So I'm going to go down here and select Times New Roman. And then you'll notice also if you look up here, if I pull my cursor up here, it is defaulted to font size 11, and that needs to be font size 12. Okay, so font size 12, Mrs. Meyer, my name goes in the top left-hand corner. And then what I'm going to do is adjust this here. So if you notice up here, I have my left align, center align, and right align. We get Finley his toy, so he stops. This is what he is after, is his little treat ball. So we'll give that to him. So he is quiet during the rest of your video, so sorry. Okay, so right up here is the alignment. You can have something left aligned, which means it moves over to the left side of your screen, or right align and it pops over to the right side, or you can also center it. So this is a great section of your taskbar or your toolbar up here to get your information in the correct spot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to right align my name. So your teacher's name, my name, really goes in the far left-hand corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the tab key. You see how Miss Meyer is moving over to the far left side of my page. Now, I'm going to use Helena as an example, and I'm going to type her name up here in the corner. And I want to make sure that my name, Helena, and then my teacher's name, that they're spaced far enough out. And my margins are set nicely right now. If you have a note for me about your margins, it might be that your margins are too wide. So if you look here, I have about 1/2 inch on either side. You see where my cursor is? There's about 1/2 inch, or maybe 1.5 inches on this side, and about 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch on this side. Okay, so I have Miss Meyer and I have Helena's name, or the student's name, on the right-hand corner. Then I'm going to enter down. What goes on the left side underneath your teacher's name is the title of the assignment. So this is going to be titled How to Essay Final Copy. And then what goes underneath the student's name is the date. So because this paper is due, let me look at next week's date. I believe it is the 7th. So let's see. Yes, so next Tuesday is the 7th. So I'm going to tab over, so my how-to essay moves, and I'm going to go ahead and type the date, February 7th, 2017. Now you'll notice how this jumped down. It's because there were too many spaces. So I'm going to go in and delete some of those. And I want the how-to essay final copy to be underneath my name. So there we go. You see how they are lined up nice and neat on the left side here, and then they're lined up nice and neat on the right side here. That is how your cornerstone heading should look for your how-to essay. Okay, now I'm going to push enter once, twice, and a third time, and I'm going to come over here and use my align to the center button, and in bold type, this is where the title of your how-to essay is going to go, okay? So after you have your title, make sure that you have unbolded your font and then you're gonna push enter again once and then twice. And you need to make sure that you are back left aligned. So you see how my cursor jumped right there. And then I'm gonna push the tab key. And now I'm ready to start typing, okay? So have all of this type, got some periods in there, all kinds of crazy typing, okay? And the one thing that you need to remember is when you push enter after a sentence, you need to tab over again, and then you'll keep typing. You can see my crazy letter combination here just to give you an example. Okay, and now if I'm starting a new paragraph, I'm tabbing again, typing my sentences, and so forth. Okay, and the one thing that you need to remember is there needs to be spaces in between each of your paragraphs. So you see how I went after my last sentence and I pushed enter? So now I have a one-line space. Okay, the other thing that you need to do is double space your paper. So I'm going to highlight it, and if I come up here where it says line spacing, oh, came on highlighted. Okay, so we're going to highlight it, come up here to where it says line spacing. I'm going to click here, and it needs to be double spaced. Okay, so automatically it went ahead and double spaced it for me, and now you're good to go. So if you have any questions as you are working on the format of your paper, please feel free to send me an email. Let me know how I can help you as you work on this. Remember, it is strongly encouraged that you type this paper. The reason why is because when you get into 6th grade, you are going to be typing almost everything on your Chromebook. So I want you guys to have the practice now. So when you get to 6th grade, you have a sense of what you're doing and you're familiar with typing and formatting your paper. So please let me know if you have any questions. If you are going to write or type your document into a Word doc, that video can also be found on YouTube. So only watch this one, use this formatting if you are doing it in Google Docs. Thanks for watching.